So I meant to make this yesterday, but yesterday got ahead of us and I'm doing it today. So today is March 31st and I was in court yesterday. The motions were to vacate and to get a speedy trial. I'm not going to get into the whole vacate part. I believe that my attorney has some legal stuff to do on that, and we're gonna trust that they get it done. There was a problem with a supposed deal that I was under the impression that it was a dismissal and it was a disposal, and let's just say I was misled on what was happening. So that will come out later. When I was speaking with my attorney last week, I mentioned to her that we had invited the media to come and watch the circus. So yesterday we arrived, and I guess there's 2 McBurney judges, and we were waiting at the wrong waiting area. And it was a good thing that we invited the media because she came and got us. And we walked to the courtroom. We walked in, we sat down, and the judge heard what motions were on the table, and to make a long story short, the prosecutor for the state gave a good show. He gave a good show, and I'm glad that the media got to witness it. He acted like a little baby. He was so unprofessional. His comments were, "This is dumb. I can't believe how stupid this is." He's a civil rights attorney. I mean, from what I'm gathering, he does civil rights. I don't know whose civil rights he is trying to protect or advance or anything, but it definitely is not me, which is fine because he is the prosecutor, right? He is the prosecutor. But this isn't the first time he's acted childish. In the other courts, when I wasn't taking the deals, he stormed out of the room saying that he was heading over to Superior Court to get a restraining order on me. For what reason? I don't know. But he wanted to act like, I hate to say it, but a little asshole. So when I spoke with my attorney last week about the media, she said, as your attorney, I'm going to tell you that my advice is to not speak with the media, which I understand. I understand if someone isn't telling the truth or something like that, you could get all caught up, right, in what happened. Doesn't happen with me. Does not happen with me. I'm a truth teller. I did nothing wrong. And I wasn't calling because I needed to know when the next Christmas party was at City Hall. I was calling because Frank Milos, as creepy as he is, felt that he, in some way, was entitled to my son's medical records. Coming to a theater near you, I don't understand how this is even going to be defended. We didn't get into it in the first trial, and I think that as we step it up, everybody's going to understand that it was important to me because of the fact that Frank Milos previously violated Joseph's privacy by giving a police report to the media. And the same attorney for the city that said it wasn't a violation of privacy got paid almost $500 recently to write 29 reasons why it would be a violation of privacy. So, just a little side note for the Attorney General's office. Get your people. Get them under control. He was so irate. He was so upset. And I think that he can't understand that who I am. It's, this will be over in August. Yeah, it will be. But when I went before the judge and I said not guilty, I got a punishment along with that. And, it might make sense to him, but to me, this should have never come to this. It should have never come to this. But it's going there. It's going there. I know 5th District Court, there's, not a lot going on there. But when I was denied a trial in 5th District Court, and then finally they said I could have a trial, and it was just a bench trial. Yeah. Now we're going to go for a jury trial because I was denied a jury trial previously, and I think it's important. I think it's important, not just for me, but for everybody else. They walk you through this maze of legal bullshit, and they just think that you're just going to take a deal. I haven't taken a deal since the beginning of September 2024. I don't negotiate with terrorists, and I'm not going to take any kind of a deal. I did nothing wrong. Now, I know that we have talked about, things that were said during the bench trial in district court. That's not going to happen this time. Frank Milos is not going to be able to say he doesn't know the connection between Turtle Boy Sports and James Bano. I'm going to be asked why it was so important to me, and I'm going to lay it out for them. I mean, let's look at how things have happened in the city of Pawtucket. Yeah. And he was confused on how his office was selling Joseph's privacy for $75. Yet his office sent out a cost letter for $75 for Joseph's information. There's only so much you can lie about, and until people look at you like you really are a big scumbag, like a real scumbag. Like there is no moral compass to certain people. Ethics out the window. And then this whole performance yesterday with the prosecutor was for me. I don't know his mannerisms. I could see things flailing. I'm guessing they were his arms. But he was right in front of us doing this is dumb. I can't believe how stupid this is. Yeah, you probably should have looked at the case itself to see how dumb and how stupid it was. Who allows people to continue to call them without a call back? Without calling back, and, you didn't get sick and tired of it. You said sick and tired. Well, you wouldn't have been had you done your fucking job, you piece of shit. So, I do believe that this prosecutor has it in for me. And I have to say, I actually find it funny because they wouldn't have had to do anything with the Dolan case. I mean, how much money did the state pay for the Dolan case? I warned the city of Pawtucket. I went through the whole, the whole jury trial, all that money that was spent. Had Pawtucket just fired his ass, they ended up firing his ass after the case, but not when he was beating minorities in the city of Pawtucket. So how much did that cost them? And let's bring Turtle Boy Sports situation with James Bano. James Bano was able to leave Pawtucket, and guess what the state is doing right now? They are prosecuting him, felony indictment, for beating somebody that he had in custody. So maybe the prosecution should have gotten involved in that when I was telling them that this man was threatening my life by sending people to my home. So I just wanted to update on yesterday. And if you're going to be a prosecutor, stop acting like a little bitch. You don't have to storm around. You don't have to act like you're a big man on campus. Nobody fucking cares. Just fucking do your job. Do your job. I have the right to a jury trial. And you think that this is stupid? You think it's stupid? You know what I find stupid? Is that I went into a jail cell and that this has gone on for 18 fucking months. That's what I find stupid. You're a little irritated. You're going to get a lot irritated, buddy. I don't know how you're going to contain yourself, but I don't know. Is there something that you can take to calm your ass down? I know that there's not something that you can take to mature you, but calm the fuck down. Stop flailing. Stop with your theatrics. Come on. Is that how you get places in life? By acting like a little bitch? Yikes. But like I said, I was glad that the media was there to see it. I think that they find this to be ridiculous. And I hope that the the story includes the performances. Anyway, have a great day. I have one other video to do about a letter I received yesterday from the fire department, and it should be short and to the point. Okay, bye.